to go. Oh, okay. I'm like, you really didn't have to go that far away. All right, guys, so now we're going to talk about the famous, the one and only MacBook. Oh, I've been using a MacBook for, I think, about 10 years now. I had an old one. Finally, about a year ago, I decided to upgrade because it's fun to upgrade every now and then because lots of things change over the years. But now we've got the famous Apple MacBook Air. It is the most affordable way to get a MacBook. I have used mine, as I said, for many years, and I love it. I'm going to say, it's very rare I'll say this, it's almost a flawless experience. I mean, it is. Like, there's not anything confusing or chunky or weird about it. It just works, and it consistently works. It's also a very secure system. It's very hard for hackers to hack a MacBook, like to put something bad on it. It's just the way the system's been built. It's amazing. So here's what we're doing today. This is really, really cool. You're getting an exclusive bundle you can only get here at HSN. This is the most affordable way to buy a MacBook. So if you've always wanted to go up to Apple and really move into that, maybe you have an Apple phone, you love it, and you finally want to get a laptop, here you go, all right? Here's how you do it. Everyone's going to get the same amount of memory, which is the largest they do, which is 256 gigabytes. You're going to choose the color of MacBook that you want. So the top one is going to be our beautiful rose. Or gold, we're calling it gold, right, it's gold. Then we have the silver, and then we have the space gray. So those are the three colors of the MacBook, right? Then it's the accessories that you get. So everyone's gonna get our little 6-app accessory card. Don't throw that out, that's really fun stuff. And now you're picking, what cool case do I want? So we have leopard, we have clear, we have python, we have galaxy marble, white marble, and celestial. So you have all of those.
And you're pretty much picking by that clip-on case cover.
Yeah, got it.
So like this is the leopard, that's the case you're getting. That's the white marble with, you get that nice gray.
I love that.
The clear comes with that red houndstooth.
Yep.
And then you have the blue python. This is that galaxy, the green I love. And the purple back there, remember, purple clip-on case, purple earbuds.
Whoop. And they're durable, and it's very durable.
And that's what you're getting.
Okay, you take it away. I will clean up the mess down here.
So this is that MacBook Air that a lot of people aspire to have. And the best part about it, once you get it, you have it for a long time. Like Suzanne's talked about having hers for 10 years. It's investing in quality. It's that classic wedge design, which we've seen out there for years. The big thing we like to highlight, though, it is that M1 chip, which when they went to the M series of chips, they got away from a third-party manufacturer. Apple was really proud of it. They wanted to make it in-house. So you're getting their M1 chip, which I'll be honest with you, it's not the latest chip, but this is also the most affordable. So what I'm showing you right over here, one of the reasons why I upgraded is because I had the older MacBook. I loved it. But when I got to play with this one and experience little things, it was like, it's worth it for me. Because normally I'd have to log in, log out, remember my password. Boom, finger touch ID, just like that. And next thing you know, I'm in. That's what's great about it. I had to quickly, we were doing demonstrations when we were sharing this before, and I was like, I had to jump on Instagram. It was like, Adam wanted to see a video I posted. So I jumped on Instagram. I'm like, I haven't logged in to Instagram in forever, because you know, it's always just there on your phone.
Yeah, right.
Finger touch. It was that easy and intuitive. And that's where it becomes a pleasure when you need to get work done. It is 1:30 in the morning and I gotta, pay my bills or taxes or get stuff done. And when I have all of this at my fingertips with that M1 processor, a beautiful crystal crisp screen, great audio, you're going to appreciate it. And Suzanne, I love how you mentioned how it's a flawless experience. Because that's what we want. If we're investing and spending a lot of money on something or making it be something that's gonna store the photos and all that great stuff, we want it to be reliable and very easy. Yep. One cool thing, but Suzanne mentioned that voucher that's included. It's gonna be in the box and it comes with all these great essentials. 6 different ones. The biggest takeaway is the Mac U, which for a full year, we're gonna have online support because we all get questions, and not to mention this fall, Apple's coming out with a new operating system. So it's going to be different for the phones and the tablets and your computer. I'm probably even have questions because, they've moved things around. Okay. It'd be so frustrating. Why'd you move my trash can to a different spot? The Mac U can actually hold your hand. And the best part about it is they're open at all hours. It's online video support, which is great. So you get that. Then you're getting a whole bunch of other great stuff from, hotspot protection when you go to the cafe and the cafeteria. And then the list goes on and on. But actually, while we're on some of the extras, let me just point out, these clip-on cases, I think, are just awesome. One, you want to protect your computer, right? They just clip right on, so all of a sudden I'm the one with the white marble laptop.
That's cool.
Or the leopard laptop, and also just protects it, which is great. So it's individual, but it's protecting it. It looks really sharp, and you know what's nice? It's not a permanent decal. Like sometimes it, like,
Yeah.
no, I say it's not permanent. It just clips right on and off. So there might be times where you want to show off your MacBook, but there's other times you want to protect it. And then the carrying case and everything else that you get included. It's the Apple ecosystem that you're familiar with, Suzanne, I appreciate and like because it is reliable. We all do different things and have a different need for computing, whether it's for school or for work. But you said it. You've had yours for about 10 years. It is a nice, flawless experience. My interests and needs have changed from school to work to different hobbies. But I can work in all of these worlds because you see I have numbers and windows or numbers and pages and Keynote. But I can also work in the Microsoft world. You're not limited like you used to be. And as you try different apps and services and all that stuff, you're not getting the viruses, the malware, the cookies, the cache, whatever they call them, in the background that make this a paperweight year 2 or year 3, or make you all of a sudden, I think I need a new computer. And that's the best part about it. Yeah, but you're investing in Apple, hands down. But you're investing in buying quality and doing it once and then not having to do it for a
years,
decade.
years, yeah. In fact, it's so funny. The only reason I even upgrade from my old MacBook was because there's just new technology after so many years. It was still going strong. Yeah. It's same thing with my iPad. The only ever reason I upgrade my iPads is because they've just come up with something new to do with it. I gave my last iPad to my son when I got my new one, and it's just an amazing experience. It's just so flawless and easy. Now, a couple things to note on this. First off, you got a giant keypad right here, which I love. So when you're scrolling, if you're going to use it, I do want to do a tour of the whole thing to make sure, because I love using a mouse personally. I want to show you some inputs. What you also get with this, we haven't said yet, is you get Bluetooth earbuds, which are honestly really cool, and they're designed to match back to whatever case color you're getting. So you get the Bluetooth earbuds to go with it. So if you're doing a lot of phone calls, if you're doing Teams, or you're doing a whole bunch of meetings online, they're super comfortable, and they are designed to match back to it. So you get the MacBook Air, you get the Bluetooth earbuds, you're getting the clip-on case that Bill showed you. You get the carrying case, so it's going to protect it, and you're going to get 6 apps in that lifestyle voucher included. There's nobody else that has this configuration than us. But there's 2 more reasons why you want to buy it from us. One of the biggest one is if you buy it from the Apple Store, they give you 14 days to figure out if you're going to keep it, and you've got to return it in 14 days. You can't even figure out the start button. No, it's easy on this, but you really want to have time to explore it because it is an Apple, right? We give you 30 days. So we double the amount of return time that even the Apple Store gives you. Now, Apple does not give you FlexPay, and they don't do VIP financing. So FlexPay right now, if you have any major credit card, you got 5 months to pay it off. You finally get a MacBook, right? You're so excited, and that comes out to $176. If you want to use our HSN card, grab it right now, because we're going to give you a year and a half to pay this off, 18 months, and that is completely interest-free. So the price you pay for your MacBook today is the exact same price you pay when you pay it off 18 months from now. There's no extra fees like a traditional credit card, which is amazing to me, but it's awesome. That's one of the reasons to have our HSN card. So that's a really very easy way for about $40 a month to afford to finally get an Apple computer. Because
Sorry,
I love, what are you playing?
Just
a game?
It's late. Watching shows.
Oh, you are?
I was listening, I swear.
Yeah, sure you were. Right.
It caught me right on.
Will you do a tour around?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
So remember, it's about a 2.8-pound device. It's that iconic wedge design. And it was interesting, the computer world, a lot of things are just square. They've redesigned every millimeter of this, so it doesn't the battery brick would stop right here. No, they went all the way out every inch. There's your headphone jack. It does have Bluetooth. Remember, it's 2.8 pounds, I believe, made of recycled aluminum, which is nice too. And then you have your 2 USB-C ports. That's another clear indicator that this is one of their latest computers. The big takeaway, and we do highlight it in that graphic, it is the M1 chip. I'll be honest with you, and actually, if you're shopping, there's a few things to keep in mind. The prior chips were Intel. Great name, great brand, but Apple, this was during the pandemic, they're like, no, we want to keep it all in-house. They started making their own chips, and that's when they started the M series, M being for Mac, which makes sense. Took me a while to figure that out. And I'll be honest with you, they have moved on to their M2 and 3 and 4 chips. Those computers are more expensive. You're getting a great value right now. One thing Adam Friedman was really big about stressing, this is not a refurbished system, which is great because we actually have sold refurbished MacBooks because they sell. People know the quality.
Aren't there some on hsn.com?
Yeah.
They're refurb, and they're more expensive than a brand new one tonight. Yeah, so don't even buy the refurb from us.
Right.
You might as well just get a brand new, fresh one, and you're getting it at a better price. I mean, that's pretty amazing when you think about it. That's crazy.
And that's really what you want. You want to be smart with your money, smart with your tech, because yes, you can go out and get another computer. You're probably going to find yourself buying another computer within a few years because it does get slowed down. And you know, we talk about the technology evolving, Suzanne. I mean, a few years ago, we didn't stream on our computers much. We might watch a movie occasionally, but now it's more and more frequent.
Oh,
I mean,
constantly on it.
QVC HSM Plus wasn't even a thing probably when you bought your last laptop or MacBook, because they do last, and that's where you appreciate the evolution. Better processor, more memory. The MacBook computer that I've been getting by with does not have 256 gigabytes. And that is really going to afford you more room to grow and more rooms to store documents and photos, because you take a great trip, you want to have all your photos here. 2 years down the road, you want to go back and look at them. You don't have to go find that old computer or that old device. It's all right here in one spot.
I want to clarify something too, because when you said, oh, they're going to update the operating system, this one will update. That's the cool thing about it. As long as you keep the product, it basically just keeps updating and updating. When they do another update, guess what? You'll get the update. So even though you're getting technology that is not the latest for the M series, you don't have to worry about it because it's just going to update for you, which is great, right? All right, a little quick update. If you want the clear, and that comes with a really cool red herringbone, red and white herringbone, last chance, and that includes an all choices. So this is the clear protective case with the herringbone protective case, and that's in the, again, this is the gold, we have the silver, and we have the space gray. So if you do want to get that in any of these choices, this is your last and final chance.
Wow.
Really, all you're doing is you're picking here what color MacBook do you want, and then you're just picking your case colors over there. So that's the clear. The one in the middle I love, you were playing with that one. That is called the white marble, and it's just gorgeous because it's got that whole marbling effect. Then we have the leopard. Behind that is, we're calling that one Galaxy Marble in the green, right?
Correct.
And then finally, we have two more colors. We have the blue python, which is super cool with the blue case. And then the middle one,
the celestial.
The
purple.
The lilac?
Yeah.
It's called celestial? Oh, I don't know why, but
I agree.
But it's a good looking color.
It's funny, every host has been calling it lavender, lilac, celestial. That's
there you go. If you want the purple one, you want to get celestial.
So new tech is kind of fun, right? So we did have a Today Special recently on the latest iPad. Do you know something that you probably didn't realize you could do? I just learned this too. But you have the right device in your hand. So I have the new iPad, and what I can do is called sidecarring. So this is a 13-inch size screen. This is about an 11-inch size screen, and maybe I need to get more stuff done. Suzanne, see what I can do?
Oh, stop it.
Right. Isn't that cool?
What?
I didn't even, one of the hosts, our buyers was like, have you sidecarred? Can you sidecar? I'm like, can we show that on there?
What?
And boom, yeah, I can get more
So you can move
space.
Stuff back and forth?
Yeah.
Oh, you can use it as a second screen.
Exactly. So I can be over here, watching
No
my
kidding.
show and TV
Well,
over
imagine
here
if you're
on this
doing
screen.
a research project.
Yeah.
You could have stuff on the one side and then be typing on the other side.
Exactly.
That's clever.
And the thing is, this is because we have the right devices in our home,
That's
the
funny.
Apple experience.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Suzanne, you were actually not always an iPhone user.
I was not.
And the thing is, it used to, to be Apple, you had to be all Apple. To be PC, you had to all be PC. We've definitely come a long way with that. And that's a whole other reason why I think this voucher is great, because we all have questions. Maybe you have the Android phone, but you really want to have that Mac experience. There's videos on the Mac U about how to make it speak well to each other. It has really evolved where you might not even need the Mac U. I encourage you to get home and try it, because that's what happened to me. I was reluctant. I remember I was working on my taxes, and I was like, well, it can't be that hard. So actually what I did is I invested in the new software, and it was still slow. So I was like, finally, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the side-by-side Mac to my PC, and it was fast. It was sharp. It was kind of fun. I was proud of myself that I got the Mac. And of course, it was brand new, so it should have been fast. But the fact that that computer 7-8 years ago is still performing like it should, that is that Apple quality ecosystem, and it evolves with you too.
Don't you think there's a smoothness to it? It's smooth. It's like being in a golf cart and then driving a Tesla. You know what I mean? A golf cart's a little rough and kind of, and then you get a Tesla, it's like glass, like it's so smooth. It's the exact same experience going from a traditional PC to a Mac.
I like that.
Everything's very smooth, it's very fluid. There's not a lot of hiccuping, there's not a lot of there's nothing. It's just very, very silky smooth. That's kind of my best word for it. And you really will experience that at home. For example, I'm just playing around here. And again, I'm not really paying much attention to what I'm doing, so it doesn't matter. You can zoom back and watch how everything happens. See, even the movement of the scrolling is so much more smooth. There's not a lot of hiccuping. Also, watch this. If I want to zoom in, all I'm doing is, look, I can actually really read the fine print without having to put my readers on, which is pretty amazing. If I want to see the colors, just watch this. Watch. I mean, look at this. It's just, it really is effortless.
And responsive.
Yes, very responsive.
We've all been there where we get a link in an email or we get a link on a web page and we hit it and it just takes us to buffer.
Wait, did you guys see that too? I literally went from the Today's Special, in a flash, it went to the home page. Almost so fast you would have missed it.
And that's another, get it home and do that comparison. If your phone is slow, your tablet, your old computer, enjoy working at 2025 speeds because that's really what you're gonna be walking away with this MacBook. And I'll be honest with you, I know we're July 5th, right? Think back to school because it's rare that we've had a MacBook this entire year once.
Right.
In
Christmas of last year, it sold out.
Right. We had it in December. We had a Today Special. It was sold out by 4 o'clock. So it's not often we get to share MacBook computers with you. So if you are thinking back to school, or if you are thinking of, upgrading for yourself, because Suzanne, that's what I often do. I get the latest for me because I like it, I use it, and then the old one that still works but might be a little slower, give it to my niece, give it to my nephew, my mom. I mean, they love me for it in that regard. And it is an investment in quality, investment that will grow with you because you do have that smooth aspect. And it's funny, I have a stack of computers in my garage because, private information, you don't want to just throw them away and all that stuff. There's brands in there like, I'm not going back to that one. Tried that, lesson learned. But once I went Apple, we joke, once you go Apple, you never go back.
No, you really don't.
Because it's pretty much a one and done purchase because you keep it forever. But then it's just so fluid and refreshing and fast. And that's where it's enjoyable. Because, 1:30 in the morning, do I want to be a slave to my computer? Oh my God, hurry up, just pay the bill. Just let's get the job done so I can go to bed. Right. No, it's just boom, and you're there, and that's what you want it to do. That's what computing will do for you on a Monday morning or whenever you need to sit down in front of it. And just take it with you. It's 2.8 pounds, very lightweight, more memory than the computer I already have, but then upgrades in terms of the audio, the screen, the finger touch ID, and that M1 chip. We can't ignore that enough because that's Apple's proprietary chip.
And it's got a camera too, right?
Yep. Front-facing camera right up here, so all your web calls and everything you want to take, easy peasy, boom. Actually, this is another thing I like. So that might be confusing to you, the operating system. Is that more refreshing and familiar because it looks like your phone, looks like your tablet? I can open up my camera right over here. You can see what's happening, and boom. Again, it takes you where you want to go. When you need it, it's all right there. Look at the quality of that.
Isn't that great? Oh, it's beautiful.
There you go.
Guys, normally this is almost $1,200. We're at $879.99. We do have a couple options because I know it's not a $19 item. I understand that. So here's what we're doing. We have 5 flex pays. So if you want to pay it off in 5 months and you have a major credit card, it's going to be $176. And that's pretty great to be able to finally get a Mac computer, right? I really like our VIP financing. This is where our card comes in very handy because we're going to give you 18 months. So the price that you pay now, 18 months, you pay it any way you want. It could be monthly, you could do it 6 months, pay it all off, whatever you want to do. You have up to 18 months to pay this off. If you do pay it off, we will charge you 0 extra interest. It's an interest-free situation if you pay it off in 18 months. That's huge. And so then you're at like $40 a month paying off this MacBook, and you've got a MacBook literally 4 years to come. A couple more options, just so you'll know. We have free shipping on this tonight, which is great. It is our final quantities on this one, too. And the last time it aired, it is sold out completely, and that was back in December.
Right.
So we have less than 500 total. All you're doing, once again, is you're picking which color do you want, the gold, the silver, or the space gray. And then you're picking what case color and what case do I want to go with it over there. I know the clear is almost gone in all 3, so if you want, this is a clear case, and then you get that really fun houndstooth. I think that's so cool. After that's going to be the white marble. I just think that's gorgeous. I mean, that just looks really pretty. Then we have the leopard behind that one. We're calling that one Galaxy Marble.
Right.
The lavender one is called Celestial, and then finally that's going to be the blue Python is the last one you see there in the navy color. And of course you get the voucher. So we have this really cool exclusive bundle you cannot find anywhere else, and you do. And I love the size of this one. I really love it. It's so lightweight, and it's 12 inches. You said
it's a good. I'm blanking. I think it's, 13 inches.
Is it 13?
13 inches.
Okay, at 13. Okay, which is great.
Just caught me off guard for a second. But one quick thing about this case. So remember, you're ordering by the clip-on case that goes in front of it. This case is just really nice. It's very plush and comfortable, so it's not going to scratch it. But little things. Pocket in the front. I love the carrying handle. Very professional. This was a game changer for me. This Samantha Brown calls it the trolley strap.
Oh, yeah.
You can put it over your carry-on so it doesn't fall on the floor.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That. They did not have to include that in this one. So this case in and of itself, very sharp. The big takeaway is walking around with your Mac. Walking around, knowing it's protected because of that clip-on case, but also just walking around with, I mean, your life is on a computer. Old documents, old photos, everything's right here. You're getting more memory than we really offered before, that 256. And then boom, we can come right over here. This is where Apple makes me look good. So, I have all our Suzanne photos over the years, all stored right over here. I love you, Suzanne, but I'm not as organized as you, or crafty to the point where I don't sit there and file them all away.
Oh, I don't either. Honestly, I don't.
But isn't that great when you need to find pictures of your son or pictures of, who and what, and they're all organized? Apple just makes even that aspect easy.
And they've improved that recently, too.
Right?
They've made it even cooler.
Whether it's photos, your recipes, you're planning that trip, you want it to be fast and fluid and efficient. And that's what you're walking away with at the end of the day. And it's not a big device, it's just a powerful investment in your information, in your filing, in your taxes, your business, or your school, because this is great. So think back to school, which is awesome. And I know some people have even been like, we don't do this often. If you want to get it now, upgrade for yourself, have something for the holidays. It's never too late.
And it's Apple's most affordable way to do that. And again, I think one of the big deals is 5 Flex VIP financing and our return policy. We actually doubled their return. And by the way, you can use the Genius Bar. You get all the same, wherever you buy an Apple, they will honor that. Right. So don't think that we're buying this some kind of off market or something, right? You're getting it. You have all the same ability to go to the Genius Bar. You can call in. You get the year, what's a year coverage on it, right? A year of help, the Mac, yeah. And what I like about it is our return. Theirs is only 14 days. So literally in 2 weeks, you've got to go back to the mall and take that darn thing back, stand in line and return it within 2 weeks. We actually give you a full month to try it out. But again, it's all covered by every warranty that Apple has, or even using the Genius Bar. All right, Bill, I got to say goodbye for now. When are you back on?
It's been fun. 8 in the morning.
8,
Not with Apple.
You're not getting a lot of sleep.
It's a fun holiday weekend.
Okay, coming up, we're going to take an encore look. If you missed out, hot dogs and baseball, 4th of July, and Tupperware, check it out. Tupperware Today's special.